talking till 3, sharing old stories, just them and me. The world's fast asleep, but we're wide awake, sipping on coffee, no plans to break. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. So here's to late nights, the quiet and deep, with a friend by your side when you should be asleep. In the calm of the night, life feels bright, ending or starting, we're feeling just right. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, the quiet and deep best.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be, and welcome to Baker at Night. And thank you, Carmen, for calling me Big Daddy. I always find it weird when that's the thing guys like, being called Big Daddy by their girlfriend. It's not for me. I'm weird that way. It's like Big Pepper Pump. Not really a thing. But how are we all doing? Everyone is probably over at Aiden's channel, seeing him read his 88 pages of the Mega Motion, as they call it, and not a ton of new stuff in it, but more just confirmation of that there's a lot of shenanigans going on. Now I know why he dressed like a woman. Yeah, because I want you to call me Big Mama. What do you care what some other dudes wants chicks to call them? That's the weird part. Well, I wish the ladies in your life would stop telling me how you cry every time. Of course, I get a haircut. It was the 17th yesterday, so got my regular haircut. Oh. It's AJ's daughter. Relax. Well, I am relaxed. It's not me keeping her up all night. Hey, Grace. But I was a little on the no. Wouldn't I go on? Because hey, it's probably a lot of people watching the other stuff, but I don't know if you have all followed. I put Fitz Simmons in the header because that case seems a little weird to me. Again, you probably shouldn't pull out a pew-pew in front of a cop. That's a really good way to get hole punched into you. But the newest revelation that her fiance have sued her for her house, basically, to get child support a month after she was taken into custody. He hasn't had full custody awarded to him yet, but he then uses her arrest as an argument that he should have all of her money. How much was it? 450, no, 7. I had hidden it, but I forgot it. I just bought her beer. She's over 21, as far as I know. You know, you don't ask women their ages, but Carmen is somewhere between 0 and 40, 55. Can't believe it's still your birthday and Turtle Boy is still talking about crusty patties. Rather hang with you guys. Is it your birthday tomorrow? Well, I'm at your birthday now because it's 5:30. My heart hurts so much. Yes, what happened to her is bad. And the problem is she did pull and in some direction had a firearm, which she as a cop should know is a really, really good way to get hole punched into you. But does that mean that she did what they are accusing her of? And that's going to be the interesting. We had a long discussion yesterday um, in with me and my mods because I have a hard time saying she's 100% innocent. She should have known this is a really bad idea, and she probably was very upset, very in a bad place. But did she really threaten the cop? The stories are just too weird. Doesn't really make sense. So I think yes, she could potentially have some lesser charges against her that would stick because there are rules in Massachusetts that just brandishing a pew pew is a problem. But when we see this case, Aiden's case, Karen Reed's case, all of them seems like they just turned it to 11 with the charging. At the same time, Massachusetts released a kid yesterday who was threatening to pew pew a school on a $2,500 bond. But Kelsey Fitzsimmons is such a danger to society that she must go back in prison because she can't do a blow test. She could have had an alcohol scram device as an ankle monitor. Those exist. I looked up a little bit about it. You have ankle monitors who can monitor alcohol intake, and all of this is based on. I saw her boyfriend's um, his statements that got her arrested, and now I can't find them because I was an idiot and I didn't put the bing bing on it. That's why I'm waffling a little bit because I wanted to see if I could find it on the Twitter, but I can't. No, don't seem. I have to have the girls see if they can find it tomorrow. Because the statements they are relying on is they were at a private party. She punched him 3 times in the face. And then his sister came in and he didn't say anything till later. I'm stepping down from federal and going back to local. Had my interview with the sheriff department today, and this was the first case I saw once I was done. Well, I don't know if it's better to be a fed or be a local, but whatever. I hope you get it. I hope you get the hours and the pay you want. When the aides relax, there will be no blowing on this show. Yeah, and the judge has been a real douche in this one. That's well, Brandon. That's the other thing. Men will sometimes, most times, let a woman strike them because, let's be honest, even in 2025, where women are equal to men in every single way, probably more equal than men. Getting punched by a woman, they do the maybe you'll just man up. Maybe you're in an abusive relationship and you let her do it. But then why don't you get on with it and sue? He claims she was threatening a lot of times to unalive the baby. And apparently he was in an article a couple of weeks ago talking about that they were pregnant again. And that's horrible. Allegedly, she has had a miscarriage because of this incident. So not only did she have an 8-month-old, she was pregnant again and lost that baby. And that's always troubling to me. Well, we don't know how much he was blocking. He said she punched her. That's why I wanted to. I need to find that. Well, I need to yell at Marissa or Jemima to find it, because he claims that he was punched 3 times in a room where they had the door closed, and then someone came to the door and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And she said, "I did nothing." And just like when we see TV with men, it's not one time only, but he claims that she was punching her stomach and saying, "Without you, I'll delete this." So he let her. He would be found guilty of assault or something. I have told this story before. I have restrained my ex-wife, and that was used against me in court when we were discussing parental rights, because I was aggressive. Stopping her from hurting someone else is a step too far. You should let women do it. I was just talking about the Fitz Simmons case. I was really trying to keep an open mind. I mean, we all know chicks that are crazy and abusive but play victim. But the more I hear, the harder it is to do that. That's why I was actually talking to my mods about it yesterday, because everyone, Kelsey is innocent because she has Bradel as a lawyer, and yes, the judge is an asshole, but that doesn't make her innocent. I think she's overcharged. She did some really stupid things as a cop she knew would land her in trouble. But I think she's overcharged. I think we can all agree there could have been a slap. Most other places she would probably have gotten a slap on the wrist for pulling out a pew-pew when the cops are there, especially when she just had a case the month before where someone unalived in about the same way. But my problem is, why does the state feel it has to go this far when they then release someone who wants to or threatens to pew-pew a school, one of the biggest national terroristic things you have in America? I know they don't describe it as that, but ever since Columbine, look how much schools have changed because of people thinking, hey, I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory. Not like the Young Guns, but, well, it is kind of the Young Guns because it is at schools. That guy was absolutely fine to be released on a $2,500 bail. A woman who was on a GPS tracker at her parents' house, complying with every rule, was such a danger to society, even though she has never acted against anyone else except potentially her fiance, is such a menace to society that she needs to be put in prison. I think I said it in my video yesterday that they are pushing us to make her the next Karen Reed. All of this overcharging, all of this dual justice. Why does Massachusetts have these problems that they go this far? I just don't understand it. Baker, your ex-wife and my ex-girlfriend is the same person. Is she a fat, middle-aged Danish person? Could be. You have to file your complaints against me in Baker's DMs. Yes, always remind me. Titlet pics and complaints over Brandon goes into my DMs. If the complaints and the titlet pics arrive at the same time, it could expedite things. They knew she had a pew and just came with 3 armed cops. Well, that's also America have had a lot of this. Are cops inherently bad? We need to de-escalate. I've seen a lot of your politicians say you just need to send a social worker and the world will be fine. Think if people had done this before. Just send social workers. They can always de-escalate anything. But the thing I don't understand, and I said this when we talked about it the other day, if you get stopped at a traffic stop and they say, could you please leave your car? Most times they'll say, for your and my safety, I'll just gonna put you in handcuffs. I know they were going in to get the pew. Why didn't, if she's such a menace to society, why didn't they just say, hey, Kelsey, we know this is a son of a bitch. But you know how it is. Domestics, it's just a precaution. We're going to put you in cuffs for everyone's safety. That probably would have worked better than sending a social worker. I've seen a lot of people saying, why didn't they just send someone out to talk to her, someone because they didn't expect it would go this far. But putting someone in handcuffs for 5 minutes while you retrieve a firearm, they can still walk with you and say, yes, it's in that ground safe, or yes, it's in that lockbox. Okay, I'm going to retrieve it, we're going to secure it, and then I'm going to take the handcuffs off. Wouldn't that have been reasonable to expect from a cop? Your mod of the year, Let's Go sucks. All right, I'll be serious now. Well, how do you think he wants to become mod of the year? There is a lot of road dome going on. That's his way of influencing the jury, if you know what I mean. So if you are near the quick trip on 203, Brandon will be installed 2, collecting votes for mod of the year. No wonder she was emotional upset if she was pregnant again. Again, if you just came through a period of postpartum and then you get pregnant again, yeah, that's probably going to be a little bit of a trippity trouble because your emotional state is already ding. You just started working again, and then you have another baby. Her boyfriend allegedly was in some paper about firefighters who got pregnant within 9 months and talking about how much he was looking forward to it because apparently that's something a lot of firefighters had. But it's also a big pressure. All of you who have had small kids at 8 months, they just kind of started being humans, maybe being able to say mama, dada, have a few teeth, can stand up, maybe a few of them can walk at that point. But it's still a 24/7 job taking care of one of those. They started having better night routines, and then you get pregnant again, and you're already a little frazzled in the mind department. Probably not the best cocktail. Hey, Irish. Kind of political, but not seen Denmark and seen missiles, but knew I was safe since I was afraid. We actually are getting a new missile defense right now because we didn't need one because of the Russians. They're not going to attack anyone. So now we're buying a lot of stuff up again. We still don't have ammunition for rifles, but we're going to get some missiles. I think the Tomahawk system, which is a true interested. Isn't that from the 80s? But thank you, Big Dog. And no, we don't have ballistic missile capacity. This is getting expensive. Maybe you should hit the hay, Carmen. It went from 0 to 60. If baby was in danger, they could put a temporary restraining order on her, but then they'll have to schedule a hearing because you can't just take her kid in an ex parte without any proof. Again, I wish I could find because it's a handwritten affidavit from the boyfriend, and it's, well, she's bad, and she has said that if I lose you, I'll do something bad to the kid. That's what we have. What I just, well, summarizing what's in it. And she had been a little violent against him. Not diminishing that men are just as often victims as women are, and it's very underreported. But it just seems a very, very loose basis all of this happened on, especially to that degree, where they needed to send 3 guys out there and ended up pew-pewing her. We'll try to report live at Charlie's funeral, held in my fake stadium. Oh, that's where. Well, I know the expert has been covering that. Maybe he would like some live info from there. If you think my wife is letting me go to another donkey show in Tijuana with you two, you're nuts. Who? Me and Carmen? We could be fun. All hearsay. Yeah, and funny enough, hearsay is okay here because it's a sworn affidavit. But the judge says, well, we can't use hearsay to keep her out of prison on the bail conditions because, hey, have we ever used hearsay? Yeah, you do it a lot in Massachusetts. And then he claims she threw picture frames. Again, I could do a full show about, yeah. Baker, it's still daytime, silly. No, it's almost midnight, you silly goose. You can say loose again. Loose. He's right above you. Is someone? What am I missing there? My daughter is here with her 2 weeks old daughter. She's a mess emotionally. Yeah, because you have those 4 days of grace where you think, oh, it's so easy to be a new mom. I remember when my buddy called me and said, why did you complain so much? It's so easy. The baby sleeps all the time. There's no crying. When there's crying, it's just a little food. And then I rock being a dad. And then 2 weeks later, he calls me back and says, are babies like this all the time? I said, yeah, just enjoy it. But it's crying all the time, and I don't know why. Just enjoy it. And the same happened with my daughter when she got baby Baker. Was oh, it's so easy and everything's good. Well, he won't really latch, but everything's fine, and we are enjoying it so much. And then 2 weeks later, it happens. It happens. Carmen, you crazy, go to bed. I wasn't able to do this for you 3 years, but congrats on your channel, your growth, and just being a badass. Well, thank you so much, and you don't have to do this, but very much appreciated. It'll be used to. I don't know if you know, Carmen, but I am getting engaged to an American, so this will help me with her engagement ring. She is a beautiful FBI agent. We just met each other 2 days ago, but thank you for supporting the ring fund for me, and I have to go back and figure out what her name was, but she's my future ex-wife. No, it's not your mom. Your mom is not an FBI agent. And your mom is married to Zach. I wouldn't get into the middle of that. Baker needs cough drops. No, it's fine. Yeah, she's stuffing my G-string. She's stuck in Nigeria, and I've got to send her some Amazon gift cards to get her out. You have one of those girlfriends too? Am I talking about Caffey Daffy? No, I'm covering the trial that's the most disjointed trial about the guy who allegedly almost severed the head of his. I don't think she was a girlfriend, more like a F buddy, who was pregnant 8.5 months with his child. And a digital analyst from the FBI comes in, and I fell in love. So, but like every other man, I didn't get her name. So maybe it's Julie, maybe it's not. But I'm gonna marry her. Instead of getting married, why don't you just find a woman you hate and buy her a house? Well, because I want to have that, the 3 weeks where you think, oh, I'm gonna get some, until you realize, no, that's the window has closed. So I don't. Yeah, that's not happening. Yes, he's a marital expert. Mama, there goes that woman again. Oh, Carmen. Yeah. Did I invent it? I don't know why I said it, but it's just because I thought that X was such a stupid name. So Ticky Tax, Twit Twat. Someone was saying something. Someone was saying something that made me think of a case that I wanted to say something about, and now I forgot it. You literally just took all the money I gave you, minus YouTube cut, and stuffed it down Baker's thong, minus YouTube cut, socialist tax, fun tax, pretending not to be Swedish tax, etc. Yeah, when this is done, there will be $2 of it left for me. So she's not going to get a big ring, but she's going to get a ring. Yeah, please don't have a dirty mouth around AJ's kid. She is very nice, would never ever hurt anyone, and haven't spent 6 hours making fun of Brandon. We treat her with kid gloves around here. Is the donkey the one you tip in a Tijuana donkey show? Yeah, well, there's a lot of idiots around here. We all got married. I'm the only one who got out. Wrong, that goes into my mama's account. I pulled the money out of a Tuesday night stripper's behind and gave it to Baker. Well, if it's the Tuesday night, she probably needs it more than I, because they are normally not the 18. Has anyone seen Valhalla? I saw Valhalla. He was on Friday with the expert. Yeah, he was on Friday. Yes, he was. So that's the last time I've seen him. I don't even think I've seen. Maybe he was in my chat Sunday, but I'm not 100% sure. Expert, can you go make a wellness check on Valhalla? Expert, also, if you want to get a hold of AJ, maybe check your emails, because she have cried a lot about how you're never responding to the emails she sent you a year ago. Valhalla was on Friday because he was begging for someone to give him tickets to the Vols game. Well, happy to have you here, Camber. I think he's just sorting his stick collection. That shows you how important Friday Night Live is to the expert. You were on my show. Do I know you? When? She'll be super busy. She's actually been running the channel this week. She should be back up next week, though. It's been a great week because you start an hour earlier, so I don't have to stay up late. So, no, and Carmen has been doing a great job running the channel. Why can't I remember the case I wanted to talk about? Oh, this is really annoying. I have it on the tip of my tongue, but was it something with DV? What's the channel? Could I drop a link? I don't have link, and I think the only mod I have in here is Brandon. I don't know if I trust Brandon to drop a link. He'll probably nuke my channel, her channel. Is Valhalla and Valhalla Law the same person? I don't know who Valhalla Law is, but the real Valhalla is our goat buddy. Can I? Yeah, I can find a link. I'm good at this. It's almost like I've done it before. But most people came from AJ's channel. So, but go follow AJ. She does shows at 5 6 p.m. East Coast time. Old cases. Today she had a wonderful lady on who had puffy shoulders and puffy hair, and it reminded me so much of my brother's girlfriends back in the 80s. Please, I don't know. Is it a bad one? Fake victim filing for sanctions against Turtle Boy for Jason releasing the files and asking for 20,000. Hey, old Aki. I don't know. Have they filed an anti-slap on her first motion? Because I think most of it could get taken down by an anti-slap. Well, it's Massachusetts. You can't trust anything. But Jason has multiple times stated he didn't get it from Aiden. So how are they going to sanction Aiden for Jason's behavior? She can sue Jason, but if Jason didn't obtain it through Aiden and he's in a different jurisdiction, what legal remedies do they have, really? Because he's not ordered by court, as he's not a part of the case, so he hasn't gotten it from the court. So how are they gonna get him on that one? Teresa, we have a good chat. Hey, Linda. What? Sometimes you don't need to look at chat because something is going on that you don't want to know about, I think. Yeah. But something about domestic violence that I wanted to relate to the Fitz Simmons trial. Why did I'm blanking totally on that one. I had a case where someone did something kind of like Fitz Simmons, and now I can't remember it. It's because it's someone Sorry, someone just derailed me. And expert, you should have Carmen on your show. Get a little bit diversity instead of always having these middle-aged white men on. Get a young, vibrant woman. Hey, al dente. Restraining. Was it the trial you covered, the trial you won? It was. That's the problem, because I was about to talk about it, and then Carmen was way too generous. And then I started thinking, what the hell was I talking about? It because I was talking about the Fitz Simmons case, and how I felt that she did something really dumb that she should have known would land her in trouble, but also that the state overreacted and they should have handcuffed her for everyone's safety. And then I started talking about restraining a woman will be used against you, because even though we are all equal and women are more equal than men in 2025, they will still say, well, you're a man, you should just punch her back. Or if you touch her, you're bad. And then I was talking about him suing to get her house. Just doing a rerun of it. Maybe we should just go watch my show. I should watch it sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Trying to get Jamie big as a casserole and mean. The problem is Jamie goes to bed at 5:30 every night, so she can't stay up. Aren't they all like their mother? Well, I don't know Kelsey Fitzsimmons' mother, but most women are, and they really appreciate it if you just remind them every time they have a little bit of emotion, saying, "Oh, you're just like your mother," because it'll calm them right down. It'll reassert their brain to go into, "Oh yes, I was acting a little bit out of line. Thank you so much, my wonderful husband, for reminding me to calm down." And all of it is in my head. So always, this is dating advice by the baker. If you want to put a ring on that thing, remember to say, you remind me of your mom right now. Oh, I was also talking about my future ex-wife. Was it that I wanted to talk about? No. I don't know. I don't, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I sent you the link to realign your thoughts. The second one, don't open the first one. Oh, I'm gonna watch that one when I'm done. It looks fun. I think I remember that stream, Brandon. No, don't send anything to me. Send. Don't let anything go through me. I won't remember anything, and I'll think I've sent it on. I was supposed to have packed up my giveaway gifts last weekend. Everything was planned. I took a day off from it. Then I got copyright struck by that fat trailer trash bitch, and I ended up with a wig on, mascara that looked like I was an extra in the 70s German corn movie. You know, the one who had the double fisting as their specialty. Don't let me be the middleman on anything. I'm going to pack this up and send it out this weekend, most likely. It's going to be for Halloween next year. Don't let me be in the middle of anything. Think about it. When you take a pee break, it makes sense, since Rose and others are the greatest. Push right back, your secret lover. No, it doesn't jolt my mind, and I'm not going to take a pee break. It's a 1 hour show. I can handle my bladder for an hour, hopefully. While I'm getting older, we old guys need some pee breaks. Thank you. Why doesn't Brandon Stephen Baker teach them about the fourth hole? Is that a golf euphemism? When my husband calls me by my mother's name, I take that as a compliment. She was one badass woman. When I was married, there was two people in the world who used my Christian name. It was my mom, and I knew I was in trouble, or it was my ex-wife, and I knew I was in trouble. Those are the only two people who called me by my real name. Normally, I never used my ex-wife. The first time she heard my name was we were deployed together, and then we came home, and she had to meet my parents, future mother, a baby, the mother of their future grandbaby. Maybe they want to meet her, but then my mom said, "Hey, can you do this?" And she was standing and looking. I have two other brothers, so they were. That's one too many. Two other brothers. So she was looking at them and thinking, which one had that name? Because she thought my name was the name I used when I was deployed, which is just the first part of my last name. But yeah, I never use it. Hmm? Don't touch what comment? What did I miss? Oh, is it? Yes. Baker is the AI body we wanted. Oh, thank you. Oh, the Al Bundy. I misread that. Thank you so much. No, ma'am. I need that t-shirt. Have it on me every time I go see my ex-wife. Yes, it is. Oh, we have a birthday in chat. There it is.
Yo, stop the chat. It's a birthday vibe and we're all in that. Could've gone out, could've chilled offline, but you showed up and that's just fine. No balloons, no big parade. We've got better this crew homemade. Happy freaking birthday right here live. You showed up, now we thrive. Cake emojis in full attack. Streams on fire, no turning back. On your birthday, and you're here? That's legendary behavior. Thanks for showing up today. This stream's your party, press replay. No balloons, no big parade. We've got better this crew homemade. The happy freaking birthday right here live. You showed up, now we thrive. Cake emojis in full attack. Streams on fire, no turning back. On your birthday, and you're here. That's legendary behavior. Thanks for showing up today. This stream's your party, press replay.
Happy birthday, Teresa Dirksmeyer, and congratulations on the new baby girl. And I hope your 25th year on this planet will be as great as the previous 24. You're looking younger than ever, so young that to date you might put you on how to catch a predator. But you're rocking, and you should keep rolling. So many happy birthdays. Don't get with Baker. Never get with Baker. My sticker board is too crowded. It's only my Brandon board that's really crowded. Thank you, Brandon. Well, also to the rest, but that's more in line. Why don't we all just go to Denmark? I can find a place we could meet up. Oh yeah, if your mom does that, you are on the way to meet Jesus. If ad blocker is on and you don't have premium, it's not counting them. What are we talking about? Is it true that YouTube aren't counting a view unless we post in chat? No one knows how YouTube does, but YouTube has a new policy where we can swear within the first back in the day, you couldn't swear within the first 30 seconds, but now you can, but they will still maybe potentially harm you. There is a thing that they won't count you on. They changed the way they counted it, because I have less views now where I have more people watching than I had a year ago. With I probably on average have 50 people more watching live streaming now than I had a year ago. But I'll probably have 300-400 less views on a video. So they changed the way they counted it. But again, it's all your mad lads like Big Dog, who said, "Hey, you pair," and he also sent saving up to get you to the famished Arizona to get you the famous, I think, Arizona Cardinals Fakers merchandise. I've never heard about that. Hey, yo. But the nice, generous people is what pays people like me. We're not big enough that we can live off of any ad revenue. You would need, I don't know, what's a good day wage? 1,000 views is $5. Then you can scale it for how much you make in a day, to see how many views you would need to live off of YouTube. But we don't do YouTube for money. We do it for fun. And some of us is just lucky to have all you wonderful people who support us, so we can get to Arizona, get bit by a rattlesnake, and then curse you on the way out. And I can't type F my C on an Apple device, but something that pays them more, still free reign. If you understood the algorithm, I just saw a guy who really tinkers a lot with the algorithm, because a lot of creators have been out there and talking about how everything has changed and their views are down, which they always are in August, September. I've been here 3 years. You kind of know the cycle. They dip, and every time it's because, well, there's restricted mode. It's because YouTube is doing this, YouTube is doing that, or it's just because people find new content. People want to move on. And a normal YouTube channel has a lifespan of 5 years. Then in those 5 years, you will have changed your audience completely almost every 6 months. And then it's just, you're getting stale, you're getting boring, people don't want to watch you anymore. Then you get a personal habit, go away for a bit, come back, all refreshed, new channel. Who that? Thank you, Rybear, for being a member for 11 months. What's this new hype thing on YouTube? I don't think I have it on my channel because it's not rolled out yet. I don't know what it is. Basically, I'll send you some Cardinals merch. Triple X, buddy. Probably Triple X is good, but don't think about me. It's normally they're way too expensive. Those real team jerseys. Would you like a Canton PD patch? I've got one, and I can't ever hang it in any place of respect after learning the awful work done. No, thank you. Not Canton. No, thank you. Do those other channels pass around Danish flu like it's candy? Tell me why Mo had the Danish flu 2 months after I left. It's all you Yanks. Think it's only videos? No, not live. The viewership's down. No, it's everyone. But the big creators will always, because people like Linus Tech Tips and stuff like that will, of course, always make videos primarily. But it hits everyone, and it goes like this. Go look at all the channels who covered Karen Reed, who is right now doing the dog on the pond, flapping their legs, thinking, where am I going next? Am I trying to keep covering Karen Reed? Am I trying to turn it into a channel about something else? Do I turn it into a true crime channel? Where am I going? Because you have your bread and butter. That's talking about Karen Reed. It made you big, gave you a lot of viewers, gave you a lot of support. But now there's nothing in the Karen Reed case really. Then you don't have anything, and you're sitting there thinking, what the hell should I talk about? Should I go full bore every day? Go on Google. I think it's called Google Analytics or Google Trends or something. See what's the popular thing. Do 3 videos about that. Sell my K-cup coffee, and scream my channel is under attack. Or should I try and turn it into an investigative journalism so I can try and mimic Aiden? Or should I turn it into live streaming trials? Don't do that. So they will see their numbers doing this, and then they will probably believe it's because YouTube is doing something to them. Just open the door when you hear a knock, then you can hype. Hopefully no one is knocking at my door. It's 6:15 in the morning. $2 in Dollywood currency. Well, I'm not coming back to Dollywood. Expert has said that I'm not allowed back ever again. So it was fun while it lasted. Next year, the meetup I'll be attending will be in, I think it's Long Island. It's going to be the Brander Rama. Me and Brandon will be going to the golf course. You can all join us. I will be talking to the bottle girls. Brandon will be talking about how the new putter he has a little, it was cast the wrong way, and that's why it can't hit anything. And you can, I don't know, frolic on the green. I don't know what you do on a golf course. I've never been on one. We'll just continue to cover all these old crazy trials. Y'all can have the new ones. No, thank you. Too much for me. And again, yeah, this is what the thing. Someone was asking me the other day, because I don't know why they ask me questions. I'd say go to the expert, like he knows anything, and he will talk to you for an hour, and you'll think, what? But was asking me because they might potentially want to, said, before you start your channel, consider what do you want to be with your channel. Because do I want to be a new case, old case? Do I want to sit here every day, or do I want to do like AJ does, do it every night when people can use it more like a relax session? And oh, it's an old case, it's fun, it's enjoyable. But I think a lot of channels just start, and their mission statement is, I want to be Mr. Beast. It's kind of like going on OnlyFans and say, I want to be Amaranth. There's only one of each. I have the hype button. By tapping a hype button on eligible videos within 7 days of their uploads, viewers give the video points. These points contribute to a county-specific leaderboard. Can't they just suggest it to more people, and then I can get some viewers? I said 2 weeks ago, did I say something? Oh, Brandon. Brandon is coming to Dollywood. Oh, so he's next year you can meet at Dollywood 3.0. You can meet Brandon. I will be standing in Long Island thinking, where the hell's Brandon? But you can go to Tennessee and meet him. Thank you, Squabby, for gifting a membership to Kiki K, a name that you have to remember to say the I's in, or it can be really bad for you. Clara timed you out because I told him he needed new content. He seems to ride Turtle Boy's coattails. I don't I don't want to tell other creators what they need to do and not need to do. Um, I I have no opinion about other creators. Baker still needs an inflatable pool. Yes, I will be putting that on my Amazon wish list. I can't fly anywhere without a hematologist. Again, a lot of naysaying. More options. Yeah, Carmen, he's I don't want to say this to Brandon, but he's starting to sound a lot like his mom. Bright Bear, get some sleep. I gotta go hang with Carmen. Anyone else want to hang out? Hit up Baker. He knows how to get a hold of me. No one knows how to get a hold of you. I have your wife's telephone number. I don't have yours. I can get in touch with your wife, and I'm not sure she can even get in touch with you. Shissy raid. Well, welcome, raiders. I just leave when you send us to that wretched plate. It could last longer around some VAPs. VAPs. Oh, that's wet ass pussies. Thank you, maybe not, for gifting 10 memberships. My good friend Volstom got one. Squappy got one. Lula Hertz. Squappy gifted one and didn't get it himself. That's normally what they do. The Dude. Grace G. Sarah D. Jinxie Poo. Tillykke med det, Jinx. Du sover nok på det her tidspunkt. Out and About with Diane. And Mary Ellen Donovan and KLF. KLF. Thank you so much. Maybe not. Just do like you do in an old car. Kick it a few times and it'll be work. You have to. Maybe we need to. Carmen, can you call his wife and have a talk with her? And Big Dog, if we wanted to send you things, how do we do it? You asked me for my I don't have my address. It's not that it's that secret. You can. I've given my name and my company name. You can find it easily. So sorry, Trailer Trash, if you wanted to dox me. I've doxed myself multiple times. But if you want my address, there's no fancy stuff in my address of Danish letters, but there is one in my name. So just DM me and I'll send you an address. How's the Florida trial going? Boring. A 7-year lead into a case, and they spent 4 hours arguing evidence that should have been discussed in a pretrial motion yesterday. But apparently it's gonna end. The guilt phase should be ending today. Well, yeah, today. I can say that to you, Yanks, as well. Now I'll get all those members exclusives. Yes. I don't have any members exclusives. I was working on maybe doing a members only video once a month, and I haven't gotten there yet because then I got copyright sued by a trailer trash chunky hobo, and then I kind of lost my focus. There's too many, way too many. And the only simplistic device in the PO box, please. Don't skip. Oh yeah, no bad dragons in the because it just looks weird. But no, I haven't had any problem. Haven't had any problems getting stuff yet. But as always, we're coming up on an hour. Brandon needs to get to bed because he has a full day where he has to sit and watch a death penalty case with me, and then he has to go back and yell at Carmen all night. The rest of you need to get to bed. Teresa Dirksmeyer, happy so many birthdays to you. Enjoy the grandbaby if you have her today. And remember, the first month is always the hardest. It'll work out and everyone will be happy. The rest of you, thank you so much for your support. Do the YouTube things and the Macarena.